Hey, everybody. Welcome to my Facebook page. It's Karen Murdoch coming to you from Cochrane, Alberta, Canada. And I have a very special guest on with me today, Robert Ferguson, who I've known for, I think probably almost 5 years ago is when we met the first time. But I've been working closely with him for the last 3 years. He is my nutritionist and fat loss coach. And he has coached a ton of celebrities over the years, as well as regular people, just like me and other people that just everyday walk of life. And I'm just happy to have him on today. We're going to talk a little bit about how to reduce inflammation, reverse insulin resistance, and improve our overall health. And I'm really excited to hear what he has to say. Come on, Robert.
I was about to just not come on and let you just handle it.
You let me hang, Robert. Come on.
I would never do that to you, Karen. Thank you. I'm excited
you.
to be here. So
Awesome.
let's rock and roll, man. Let's have a real good discussion about reducing inflammation. I bet that got a lot of people's attention. Some people may not know what insulin resistance is, and I think all of us want to improve health, right?
I know I do.
Okay.
I mean, I can't speak for everybody else, but I would think so, yes.
Okay, well, you're the interviewer, it's your show. I'm just here as a guest.
Robert, what people like, we throw around the word inflammation, I think, a lot, especially those of us who are interested in health or who are talking about health a lot. We say, this is anti-inflammatory, or this can reduce inflammation. What does that look like in a person? What does inflammation, how does it present?
That's a good question. And you're right. Not many of us actually know exactly what it means. We have an idea because many of us are walking around feeling inflamed. Oftentimes we'll associate that with a feeling of like I'm bloated. But if you think of things like arthritis, that's inflammation. If you think about injuries, that's tied in around inflammation. Mm-hmm. And inflammation can be a really good thing, right? Because that's our body's working hard to protect us. But unfortunately, we end up remaining inflamed, and it becomes not acute, but chronic. And as a result of that, you don't move the way you used to move. You have limited, range of motion. And I think but on a cellular level, you're in a position where you really your metabolism doesn't function the way it once did. And as a result of that, some of the symptoms or things that we end up experiencing is unwanted weight gain, again, limited range of motion, a feeling of just fatigue, and the list goes on and on. So most people are dealing with some level of inflammation. The good news is that there's things we can do about it. That's not extreme. Like there's things that people can literally do today to begin reversing or reducing that inflammation, right? Sometimes you can see it in a person's face, a little bit more swollen. And then when that inflammation goes down, it's like, wow, what did you do? Did you lose weight? So they're less inflamed. So inflammation, I'll keep it general, is something that many of us are dealing with on a regular basis. The good news is that there's things that we can do about it, which we're going to talk about.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Let's not leave people hanging here, Robert.
Well, when I think of inflammation, because of my work, right? So for those of you who don't know who I am, you're meeting me for the first time. In 1995, I got into the space of helping people lose weight and improve overall health. And when I say overall health, we're talking about dealing with type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes. We're talking about people who are living with high blood pressure, right? Hypertension, people who have migraines, all the illnesses and challenges, health challenges that people experience as a result of having an unbalanced lifestyle. And as a result of that, they get these effects that nobody wants. I mean, no one wants to be overweight. Nobody wants to be inflamed. Unfortunately, most people just don't know what they can do about it. And there are many things that we can do, right? We can become more active. Some of us can do it faster than others. Many people are so inflamed that it's so uncomfortable. They can't go for a
Yeah.
walk. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? There's no desire to go and exercise.
Hmm.
And then when it comes to nutrition, everybody's got something different to say. And
Yeah.
everybody's promoting and pushing something. And oftentimes it's all about restriction or avoidance. And
Yeah.
I'm all about inclusion when it comes to food. So
Yes.
showing people how to eat what they want to eat or what they have access to eat, but as a
Hmm.
result, start to reduce inflammation and to live
Yeah.
and be healthier and vibrant and not walking around hangry and frustrated.
Yeah. Nobody likes a hangry person.
No. And we do have solutions. So
I don't like it.
we'll get into we'll talk about exactly what to eat, but
Yeah.
and we also would I think it's a good time to talk about a company that both you and I have partnered with
Hmm.
that has, I believe, a major solution in helping with inflammation, helping with insulin resistance, and helping with overall health in a big way.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I'm very excited. So I'm actually pulling myself back, Karen, because
don't
I
don't
want to
hold
run
back.
with it. You know what I mean?
Don't hold back, Robert.
Okay. I just want to
No.
run. I just want to
Yeah.
let's go.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because I've had several people come to me and ask me what I'm doing now, what I'm using, and I'm able to explain it from my perspective, but I would love to hear it from your perspective. What is this product? What is this thing that we have that we can share with others that will help reduce inflammation, reverse insulin resistance, and improve our overall health? How does it
Okay.
work?
So Karen, this may be new to you. I actually posted something earlier today where
Okay.
I gave this a name, and I'm referring to it as a reversal program.
Oh, I like
And
that.
when I say reversal, let's say you have acne. How
Okay.
can
Yeah.
we reverse that?
Yeah.
You have inflammation. How can we reverse that? You have high blood pressure. How can you reverse that?
Hmm.
And so many ailments that we're going to be talking about, there's a way to reverse it. Like I'll give you an example, and then you guys will get right into it. You ever heard of keratosis pilaris?
I don't think so.
So many people
Yeah.
experience this. It's like you get these little bitty bumps, like you can. It looks like your skin is irritated, and
Okay. Like chicken skin kind of, but
yeah, and so people
not
have it
from being
like
scared or cold, but
yeah, or it looks like you like it's warm outside, but it looks like it's cold outside to you when I look at your arms.
okay. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and it really bothers people. There's people who won't wear sleeveless shirts because they're insecure when it comes to what their skin looks like on their arms. It could be like on their chest. It could be various areas of their
Yep.
body. And one of my clients began the reversal program
Hmm.
using a product and a program.
Hmm.
And today she called me. She says, "Robert, this is unbelievable. My skin looks better. I don't remember the last time my skin looked this good."
That's so awesome.
Yeah. And I had another lady whose son has acne, and
Hmm.
we're not talking months down the road.
Yeah.
And they're waking up going, "Wow, is this magic solution?" Um, and everything that we're going to talk about as we get into this product is
Hmm.
nothing new.
Yeah.
It's just something that's really good,
Yeah.
and the quality of it is there, and the science is behind it. Because I'm all
Hmm.
about the science.
Yes. Yes. I know you
Not that
are.
other people aren't, but I definitely am because getting into the space of the work that I do,
Hmm.
this is the second product. I mean, there's three products that I've there's one
Right.
product I endorsed for a second,
Hmm.
but then we saw some negatives around it, so I pulled back. So
Yeah.
this is really the second product that I am confident is something that everyone can benefit from. The first one is
Hmm.
liquid collagen.
Yep.
I've been a supporter of it. It's a really good product, and it has science and literature that supports it.
Yep.
However, and this is the first time I'm saying this publicly, this product, in my opinion, and I could debate anyone on it, is the best product that I've seen
That's incredible.
at a very affordable price, and it
Yes.
can help people who have inflammation, people who have skin conditions, people who want to improve their sleep, people who want to have improve their dry eyes, people who have brain fog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and the
Yeah.
list goes on and on. And there's a study, multiple studies that support everything that I'm sharing. And I'm just blown away that we've come in contact with this product. And so
I feel really blessed to have found this. Like, the company I was with before, and they had that amazing collagen, and I still love it and I still use it. But finding this was like just taking everything up a few more notches in my life as far as health goes. And I am so excited. I've been using it now for, I think, almost 2 weeks. I've noticed better sleep. Haven't really noticed anything else specifically other than that yet. But I think the best part of this whole thing, besides the fact that it's so effective, is that you take a baseline test before you start. And then in 4 months, you take another test and you can see the results of what you're doing. There's no guessing. There's no, well, I think I feel better, or, well, I think this is working. I trust the company, so I think it's fine. You've got proof. And I just think that's amazing. It's ingenious, really.
it's like you could repeat what you just said 20 more times and I would be totally cool with it. Because
it's crazy.
It's test-based better health.
Exactly.
There's no guessing. It's not my opinion. It's not like I'm waking up in the morning and I said, oh, I took this. I'm telling you, I feel great. Oh, this is so much. My life has been. No, there is a test. Then you know where you are.
You
take the product for 121 days, and that's based on the life of that red blood cell. And as it turns over, you take the test again, which the company gives you a free test.
That's crazy.
And then you know if the product works or not.
Yeah.
Otherwise, stop taking it. So what we're talking about, you guys.
Yeah.
And again, and feel free to use the reversal program. I'm going to do a training tomorrow on the reversal program.
Ooh, sounds good. I'll be there.
Because people like programs.
Yeah.
They also like products, but it's nice to get a product that has a program.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're all about educating people and teaching people and putting them in a win position where it's not a fad. It's not something that's like here and then it changes next week. This is baseline. It's kind of like if someone goes and they get a hemoglobin A1C test to find out if they're a type 2 diabetic. Well, that's a real test. So in 4 months, you take that test again to see if your diabetes is getting worse or if you're starting to improve. And then 4 months later, you do it again. Well, this is the same thing. And we're talking about an essential macronutrient that we all must consume. If you do not consume it, then you die. Right?
Wow.
So protein is a macronutrient and is made up of amino acids. They are essential. And if you don't get an adequate amount of amino acids, then you die. And fat is also essential. And the key components of fat are the fats we're talking about, omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids. In 1929, they discovered these amazing molecules, these ingredients. And since that time, no other ingredient or supplement has been studied more than omega-3s. And most people, when they hear us say omega-3s, their mind will go to fish oils.
Right.
We are not talking about fish oils. And I got a lot to say about that. We're talking about omega-3 fatty acids. And it's the omega-3s that over 90% of people around the world, Karen, they are deficient in having an adequate amount of omega-3s in their body. And when you don't have an adequate amount of omega-3s, what are some of the symptoms? Weight gain, brittle nails, fatigue, depression. And when you look around, you start to see like all the things that we're talking about that are a symptom of not having an adequate amount of omega-3. You're seeing an increase in all of those. More people have type 2 diabetes today than ever in history.
Yeah.
More people have fatty liver today than history.
Yeah.
In 1979, no adult had been registered as having non-alcoholic fatty liver disease.
1979?
In 1979, no one.
Wow.
No one had non-alcoholic fatty liver disease in 1979. Today, 50% of the adult population in Canada, in America, has non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. When you have a better balance of omega-3 fatty acids, we see a reduction of fatty liver. I mean, we can go deep in there. I have conspiracy. Yeah. I'll come across like a conspiracy theorist. But for those of you who don't know me, I've done evidence-based clinical trials. We are evidence-based 100%. Yeah. When I saw the liquid collagen, I remember saying, this is a good product. My only problem with it was I felt it was too expensive. And I still feel that way.
Yeah.
But liquid collagen ain't helping fatty liver.
No.
Liquid collagen ain't helping mental health issues like depression. Fatty liver is not helping people who are inflamed. I mean, liquid collagen is not helping people who are inflamed. Right. But what we're talking about helps those things.
Yes.
This is a game changer. So I'm going to stop because I don't want to ramble. I need you to guide me, Karen.
No problem. You know, it's funny. I was chatting with somebody yesterday and they were saying that they were having headaches. And just for fun, I Googled omega-3 headaches and it comes up with the result of, yeah, it can help with migraines. It can help with chronic headaches. There's so many things. It's unbelievable. And it's such like you said, an essential foundational ingredient, or maybe not ingredient, but it's an essential fatty acid that we all need that we don't take in other than through food or how we ingest it.
Yeah.
So
and then you got to ask yourself, okay, because people are sitting at home or on their phone, they're going, wait a minute. If it's that important, why am I just now hearing about it? That's where it starts to bring up these conspiracy types of conversation.
Yeah.
And it's not conspiracy because we are speaking facts.
Yes.
The data is very clear. The challenge, let me just tell you guys up front, the challenge has been finding a good, high quality omega-3. In 1998, when I sat down inside of a Starbucks to write my very first weight loss book, I remember writing about omega-6 and 3. We knew they were important. And we knew that the ratios between omega-6 to 3 needed to be, at the time, we were talking like 4-to-1 or lower. We're saying 3-to-1 or lower. So you guys, 3 would be omega-6, 1 would be omega-3. And to put that in a so that you really get it, because it's important that you get this part. If inside your body you had 3 grams of omega-6, you would then want to have, you would have 1 gram of omega-3. And if it's lower than that, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But the average person walking around in North America is like 15-to-1, 20-to-1, 25-to-1. That's not good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying the highest I've seen so far is 83-to-1. Linda, who you know, is 69-to-1, and she gave me the okay to mention her.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No.
The cool part is that when you increase your quality omega-3, then it improves the ratio, and it also improves the percentage of omega-3 at a cellular level. And I can say that, not just saying it, because we're testing that.
Yes. Yeah.
So
no, it's fine. I had a question. So someone said to me, well, I get my omega-3s from my naturopath, or I get mine, it's a really high quality. What would you say to someone that says that?
Okay, so let me be very nice. I love all people.
Yeah, you do.
I really do.
I know you do.
But that person is regurgitating what was told to them. They are regurgitating what was told to them. So the naturopath is going to say, oh no, we have the best quality. How do you know?
Yeah.
You're just going by their word. So you respect them. Same as
Yeah.
you can say, well, Robert, how do I know yours is the best? I can prove it.
Yeah.
I can prove it. We have the data. We have the science. It's very clear.
Yeah.
So I'm not speaking out the side of my head or my neck or my mouth. I can prove it. Now, what we do know is that practically, I'm going to say 95% of all fish oil does not work. It does not work. And 1 out of 5 adults over the age of 60 are taking some fish oil supplement, to include my mom before I made this available to her. And they believe it's the best, and they're told it's the best. And there's cardiologists and doctors that are saying fit, and I get it because the data was there. But if you go back, I'm telling you, 20 something years ago, I was like, I can't recommend a fish oil because I don't know if it's rancid.
Yeah.
We didn't even have the test that we have available now, and it's been available since 2005. And I've coached you. You've never heard me say, hey, you should go get a fish oil.
Yeah.
I have never recommended fish oil, and I have always been down against it. When I did my first infomercial that millions of people got access to my work, I did not have a fish oil in that program.
Right.
The only thing at that time that I could kind of recommend was borage oil. But now, that's why when I saw this, based on years of experience and knowing the data, I was like, there's nothing better than this. So any naturopath, I would say reach out to me, reach out to Karen, because you're about to change the game. And you can truly 100% help your people in a way that is game changing, not anecdotal.
Yeah.
Not what we feel and what we think is happening. We're talking real.
Yeah.
Guys, I mean, okay. I could totally lose it, like, and just go on a major rant, because when you know something's real and you watch people avoid it and they could make it part of what they're sharing with people and they don't, I do lose respect. There's people that are like, I have coaches that if I've shared with them the real science and how this can help people, and they looked me in the eye and says, nah, not for me. They are doing their clients a disservice. Right. This is how serious this is, Karen. People are living their lives like with pain and frustration and insulin resistance at a place where, I would cry if this company like folded tomorrow.
Yeah.
I really would, because they have, this product is amazing. It is like, it's amazing. And let me just say, and then I'll give it back to you.
Yep.
When I do a presentation, like when I was in Memphis doing presentations last week, I disclose all relationships I have with companies, books, infomercials, where I make money.
Yeah.
Up front before I do my presentation, it's the right thing to do, and it's important to be transparent. Yeah. So if I was in front of Congress in the United States, I would say, hey, I have a relationship. I'm a partner of this company, and I will disclose it. It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not real quick to just jump on any company's product and go, oh yeah, here's a protein powder. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That's not for me. I'm not that guy.
Yeah. Which is what gave me a huge level of comfort when looking at this, knowing that this was something that you said, hey, I'm going to be putting my name behind this. I'm promoting this. And I'm like, wow, if Robert's promoting this is not a flash in the pan. This is not a fad. This is not just something that's, pretty good. Like, this is something that is seriously good.
This is serious.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've given my kids 2 supplements since they've been born. One is 16 and one is about to turn 14. When my 16-year-old was 2 years old, she was drinking the liquid collagen.
Awesome.
I have video, and the other one wasn't born yet.
Yeah.
But they both were enjoying the liquid collagen. They used to call it Jasuru back in the day.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Both of my daughters are taking this oil.
That's awesome.
Both of them.
So what do they think of the flavor or the taste or any of that?
There is no taste.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, I guess there's like a little mint to it, but
Yeah.
there's no taste, right? So one of the number
Yeah.
one complaints about fish oil, which
Mhm.
we're not a fish oil,
No.
we're an oily fish
Yeah.
that's fused with polyphenols. So as I explain that later, then
Mhm.
you'll better understand what makes it unique, what makes it like so special, why it works, and why you can't get it anywhere else. It's like
Mhm.
can't go anywhere else and buy the liquid collagen.
Right.
There is no other place. So that's why everybody has powdered collagens and capsules.
Mhm.
You cannot get this omega-3 oil anywhere but through you, me,
Mhm.
and other people who are a partner with this
Yeah.
company.
So
Okay.
let's talk about the polyphenols. Why is that important? What does it do?
Oh man, that's a deep one.
Well, hey, you're here. I'm going to use you, man.
well, let me say, like, so D.W. Shaw, who's listening to us, and a few other people who are catching us live. D.W. Shaw, he's a supporter. He's
Mhm.
someone who I have the utmost respect because he's wanting to live his best and healthiest life. And I'm bringing you up, DW, because you are the same as like most of us that live on this planet. Don't waste your money on anything else, DW,
Mm.
because I will bet everything that you're deficient. And this is not a dig, it's just the truth.
Yeah.
You're deficient in your omega-3 levels. And once you improve your omega-3 levels, weight loss will become easier. Not being inflamed as much will become easier. You'll start to see that you're not as insulin resistant. You're becoming more insulin sensitive. And skin starts to get better. Hair starts to get, all these things start to improve because you come back into balance. We're supposed to be in balance. And some of the conspiracy that you could pick up on and I think conspiracy oftentimes is when someone's talking about things that most people aren't talking about.
Right.
And when you know what you and I are aware of, it
Mhm.
makes you question why every doctor is not doing an omega test
Mhm.
and is not aware of this product, because it can literally help people like way sooner than later. So
Yeah.
DW, I don't know. I mean, you need to get on it, bro. And anyone who's hearing me, because I had one of my clients today. I was talking to her and she's got high blood pressure. I mean, it's getting better.
Mhm.
And I actually trained this woman. So she comes to my office twice a week and I work with her. And my excitement can sometimes come across like I'm selling. You,
Mhm.
you ever have somebody tell you that?
I don't know if I've ever had somebody tell me that. No,
Okay.
but sometimes I feel that way. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
That maybe I come across.
my ex-girlfriend used to say, man, you could sell trash bags to Glad. and, and I would go, is that an insult? I mean, or is that a compliment? She goes, I
Yeah.
said, sweetheart, I said, if I'm in, I'm in.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, sometimes it can come across like you're selling.
Mhm.
Even like when I did the infomercials, like I come across there like, oh, that was good take. I'm like, oh, I'm just being real.
Yeah.
I believe in what I do.
Yeah.
So this is just one of those things where I'm just excited that I discovered it. So sorry, I'm getting off track. So bring me back. What
Bring
was
you
the
back.
question?
Bring you back.
What was the question?
Polyphenols.
Okay.
Polyphenols.
So polyphenols, when you think of polyphenols, they work very similar to antioxidants.
Mhm.
Basically, is contributing back to overall health, is helping preserve your organs, help everything work better in your body. Polyphenols is what gives a red bell pepper its color, orange its color. So they're everywhere. So if you're eating a plant-based diet, or if you're eating fruits and vegetables, you're getting some polyphenols.
Okay.
When you look at fish naturally has polyphenols within.
Mhm.
And inside of the fish, we're talking about the omega-3s.
Okay.
Right? Now, the fish will eat algae, is where they get the omega-3s.
Oh, okay.
And then we eat the fish where we get the omega-3s. Now, with this company that we're working with, some people can't eat fish because they're allergic to it.
Yep.
So they have a version of this omega-3s that does not have fish in it. It comes straight from the algae. You pay a little bit more, but that's about it.
Okay.
The polyphenols work in harmony with the omega-3s. So when most companies will extract the oil from a fish, they purify it, and then they put it into like a gel or a capsule, and we call it fish oil.
Mm-hmm.
They add tocopherols, vitamin E.
Yeah.
And vitamin E works like an antioxidant, and it helps it from turning rancid. But over 90% of those fish oils do go rancid. There is no polyphenols. That's why they use vitamin E.
Okay.
So with what our company did, right, and why this product is so amazing is Dr. Clayton, who's the main scientist behind this. He was like, I know what the problem is. And so through their research and development, they got to the point where they said, we need to infuse the omega-3s that we get from the small fish with polyphenols.
Cool.
Well, where do we get the polyphenols? Where do you get a concentrated amount of polyphenols? Olives. So being in Europe, right? In Europe, they're like, we can get it from the olives. So they worked their butt off, got to the place where they could extract the polyphenols from the olive and infuse it into the oil. So it encapsulates the oil. So omega-3 polyphenols. Now the polyphenols work as a chaperone and get it down to a cellular level so you can get the benefits as though you were an Inuit and you grabbed the fish right out of the water and took a bite into it.
Wow.
That's what makes what we have completely different from anything out there. And so all you healthy people who think you're all that and looking all fit and you think this doesn't protect, you're missing it. I know a lot of very fit people, a lot of lean people, a lot of people talking about health that are having heart attacks and strokes and blood clots. And they don't know this. And this may be the first time you've heard this. This is a game changer. And everything we're sharing, I mean, it's such a game changer, Karen. I don't even have words. And I've sat down, like last week, I sat down with 2 cardiologists, 3 people who worked heavy in the healthcare space for like 30 something years. When we were done with that meeting, all 5 of them are now using the oil and got the test.
Awesome.
Cardiologists, not like a brand new one, but world-renowned, a lot of experience because it made sense. And one of the cardiologists knew that fish oils don't really do anything. Same as krill oil. So all the other versions, none of them have the polyphenols, you guys.
Oh, wow.
We're the only ones that have it. And what's powerful is that, like you said in the beginning, you start with the tests. The test will give you your percentage of omega-3 on a cellular level. It will tell you if you have an adequate amount. It'll tell you if you're insufficient. It will also give you your ratios. Are you 3-to-1 or lower? Are you 20-to-1, 30-to-1, 69-to-1? And then when you take the oil for 4 months, they give you a free test with that much confidence. Here's the test to see if what you've been taking is working. And if it's working, not just, oh, I feel better, oh, my skin's better. Okay, that's all great. But then you get the data. I mean, anyone who watches this, especially people who are in network marketing, this is a game changer because they ain't got nothing. No one has anything like this. So if you really want to help people, like if I was doing network marketing for any company, if I was with Modere, well, they wouldn't let you do this, I don't think. Because I was about to say, well, I would sell both. So if somebody's with Herbalife and you find out about this, you want to sell this too. It's like, because you're helping people, you're giving them something that's real, that's clear, that's solid. No playing games, no like, hey, I drink this and I'm down 10 pounds. Give me a break. That is such a joke. When I see that, I just get sick to my stomach. And I watch people that tell me, oh, I'm all about health. I'm all about fitness. I'm all about making a difference. And then next thing I know, I go on Facebook. Hey, I drank this and I'm down. Give me a break. You didn't
So,
lose weight because you drank that. Come on.
so let's talk about weight
Sorry,
loss.
yeah. Sorry, you guys. I'm getting off track.
You're getting excited, Robert.
I am getting excited.
So let us talk about weight loss and stubborn fat that won't go away. I know that's due in part to insulin resistance, or at least it can be for a lot of people. So how does that work? Explain to us how insulin resistance makes it harder to lose weight and how this can help with insulin resistance.
Okay. Insulin resistance is very real. Most people have no idea they have it. You know, it's kind of like when Oprah did her big thing on Ozempic. Not one time did they mention insulin resistance.
Of course not.
That was a disservice.
Yeah.
Because many people aren't able to lose weight, especially nowhere near the way they did when they were in their 20s or early 30s. So insulin resistance, one, insulin is a hormone that is secreted from your pancreas, and it has many jobs. And on every cell in your entire body, brain cell, bone cells, fat cells, there is a receptor or a job that is done because of insulin. So it's a very, very important hormone.
Yeah.
And when sugar is in your blood, God designed us where if it starts to build up in the blood or when it's in the blood, insulin gets called to come out and to get the sugar out of the blood and put it inside of the cells. And when insulin comes out and goes to the cells to put the sugar inside the cell, when the cell does not respond and doesn't open up to taking the sugar, that's resistance.
Yeah.
So the hormone insulin is not resistant. It's the cells that become resistant.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That part that's real important. That often gets overlooked. So when you have insulin resistance, or when insulin is floating around in your blood, your fat cells will not open up and let fat out so it can be oxidized, burned.
Right.
So you can't lose fat when you have elevated levels of insulin.
Okay.
It is not possible, even in a petri dish. And when you look at cells, they're surrounded by a membrane. That membrane is made up primarily of fat and protein.
Okay.
And when the majority of that fat that's surrounding that cell is omega-6 compared to omega-3, the signals don't work. You're resistant. When you bring in more omega-3, then the cell becomes more flexible and it can let out toxins and it can like take in the sugar more efficiently. So you're no longer insulin resistant, you're more insulin sensitive.
Yeah.
So notice what I said. When you have more omega-3.
Yeah.
Over 90% of anyone watching us right now does not have an adequate amount of omega-3.
Yep.
DW does not have an adequate amount of omega-3.
And neither do I.
Right? So because people aren't eating that much fish.
Yep.
And if you went back to 1900, we were like 2 to 1, 1 to 1, 3 to 1 at max. And that's the ratios, going back to the ratios if someone came in late.
Yep.
Now we're at a place 20 to 1, 30 to 1, 80 to 1. We're out of balance.
Yeah.
And that's the injustice I have with the medical industry, because through the tests that we make available to people, they can do at home. We can know what your levels are.
Yeah.
And then you can do something about it.
Yeah.
So think about it, you guys. Your doctor has not done an omega test with you.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Karen. Maybe you can say, well, last time I went to the doctor, they did my omega.
No, they haven't. They haven't tested for my omegas. I mean, he does ask if I'm taking one, and yes or no, and okay, fine, go from there. But
he's thinking fish oil.
Yeah, he's thinking fish oil. Yeah.
Yep. Which we know doesn't work. But
Yeah.
when a lot of doctors, were going through school, especially like the 90s, up until probably 2014, 15, they were pushing, get everybody on fish oils, fish oils, fish oils.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't the fish oil that was working or that could help people, it's omega-3s.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah.
the supplement industry took advantage of that. They know that it doesn't work, fish oils.
Yeah.
But when you have $10 billion coming in every year, are they going to like tell everybody it doesn't work?
Yeah.
They was giving them hope. Hey,
yeah.
That's the world we live in.
Yeah.
But when you can have a test, all right, let's go. Let me tell you what happened to my mom. My mom, for the last 4 years, has been taking Omega XL. It's like a fish oil, a real popular fish oil, every day. And my mom I give her credit because she's one of those people that will not miss it. I mean, if she has a medication or something, she's going to take it. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that all of us won't, but she will not miss a day. She will take it. It'll be in her purse. That's just who she is.
Yeah.
And for 4 years, I've been saying, Mom, you are wasting your money. If you're spending $95 a month, that's $4,000 in 4 years. A little bit more than that, actually. I'm like $5,000.
$5,000. Yeah.
And it's not working. And then she goes, boy, I have heart issues. I go, I hear what you're saying about omega-3.
Yeah.
But that fish oil ain't doing you no good every year. So when I discovered this company, I said, hey, Mom, I want you to take this test and I have a new oil I want you to use. I already taken oil. And I said, well, it's only in the US, $42 a month compared to $95. All right, I'll take your oil, right? Because she's all about saving money.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, DW, I hope you heard that. $42 a month?
Yeah.
Something that can be life-changing? Okay. Anyway, my mom's on she's got a fixed income.
Yep.
So she said, well, okay, well, I'll take your oil, but there's no need for me to do the test. And I said, no, I want you to do the test.
Yeah.
She goes, well, it doesn't make sense because I'm going to do the oil anyway. I go, you're missing the whole point. I want to see what the test is based on the fact you've been taking your fish oil religiously. So she wouldn't pay for it, so I paid for it. So I sent her the test. 31-1.
Ooh.
She's out of balance.
After taking fish oil.
Yeah. And that will happen. Everybody who's taking fish oils, keep taking it until you take our test. And then take our oil, test again, and look at the difference.
Wow.
What else can you say?
All I can say is that I feel hope. I really do. I feel hope for so many people that have been having chronic health issues, whether it's a hard time losing weight or have maybe heart conditions or heart problems or blood pressure, high blood pressure, diabetics. Like, this can help so many people. And not even like all the big things, like you said, brain fog, general depression, headaches, dry skin. Like, it doesn't have to be this life-ending type chronic condition. It can just be something that just does not make you feel healthy or look healthy. And I think it's important for every single person to take this, in my opinion.
And in 6 months, Karen, and we do this talk again, I can't wait for people, if you did a comparison, because you're going to experience a lot of your clients getting some amazing results. You're going to continue learning, which you always do. You're going to learn more and know more. You're going to want to go on top of a building and preach this.
I'm already wanting to do that.
But the hard part is, like, I guess you'll become more and more efficient.
Yeah.
All of us will.
Yeah.
At being able to communicate it to people who, for whatever reason, don't want to hear it. Like my client, I'm telling you, This woman has high blood pressure. I've helped her lose weight. I've helped her get her glucose under control. She was full-blown diabetic. So I have helped her. She's known me for 18 years. She believes me. She knows she's watched what I do for years.
Yeah.
And I brought this up, and all she could think about was, okay, well, what about the fish? Well, last time I had the oil, I took an oil. I go, that's not this oil.
Yeah.
So sometimes we can get in our own way.
Yeah.
And we can block ourselves from getting there. And part of it is maybe I'm not communicating with her correctly.
Yeah.
You know, and so that means in 6 months, I'm going to be better at communicating.
Exactly.
And then I can reach more people. Some people have the aptitude, right? The ability to comprehend, go, you know, I'm going to email Robert. I'm going to reach out to Karen.
Yeah.
Because maybe they, I don't know why, but sometimes it's hard to get people to stop and listen and get it.
Yeah.
That's why many people who are in the industry like fitness and health, most of them are wasting your time and your energy, right? Like if I see a realtor, and I'm not saying all, but I will bet most. And if somebody wants to call me on it, I'll talk to anybody. We can have a conversation publicly. Doesn't matter to me. But most of these people out there pushing supplements and things, they're not real.
Yeah.
They're not. And they have people taking things that eventually are going to cause problems for these people. And they don't give 2 cents about it because they're thinking about getting paid. It's like, you remember me talking about synthetic versions of vitamin E, right?
Yep. Yep.
And we know that synthetic versions of vitamin E are linked to various cancers. I had a woman reach out to me when I did a podcast on that. And she says, can I see the studies? And I sent her 16 studies. 2 weeks later, I go on Facebook and she is still selling that product that had that synthetic form of vitamin E that we know is linked to cancer. Now, her constituents, her consumers, they don't know.
Yeah.
But she knew, and she did not change. She is still selling it because she's compromised. It's all about getting paid. The same as politicians. They're compromised. My heart would break. I would do an open apology.
Yeah.
If I find out something's not real and I was selling it, I would have to let everybody know, Karen.
Yeah.
But you have way more people like that lady that they're just going to keep selling.
Yeah.
They're just going to keep. Where's the integrity? I had a coach who is selling that supplement. I think it's called Transform. And Transform, they claim it can take the carbs that you eat, convert it to fiber.
Yeah.
In your body. Guys, if that was true, they would win the Nobel Peace Prize. But so many people, I'm telling you, I saw the studies. What study? Oh, the in-house study where they gave everybody a continuous glucose monitor. And they said, look at this person when they started taking our supplement and look at their glucose levels get better. If you knew we were monitoring you, Karen, you know?
Oh yeah. I'd be eating very cleanly.
Come on.
Yeah.
But that just shows, and I'm not saying that people are stupid for getting it. It just says that people they're crying for help and they're willing to believe anything.
Yeah.
And all of these suckers out there that just keep, and the suckers are the ones selling these products that aren't real.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not.
Yeah.
Jesus. Anyway, keep me focused.
Focused. I was just going to say,
help.
I'm obviously not that great of an interviewer, Robert, because I gotta work on keeping you focused.
No, you're good. You're giving me room to kind of go out there.
I'm giving you room. Yeah. I'm giving you room to talk for sure, because I do want to hear your opinion and I do want to hear your thoughts and explanations for sure of different things. So as we wrap up,
can we go 10 more minutes?
Absolutely. Yeah, we can go 10 more minutes.
And if anybody's got questions, they bring it.
I was just going to
Okay,
say, if
sorry.
anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. We are seeing your comments. We may not always see who is asking it, but feel free to drop your question in the comments and we will answer them. I did see one up earlier that was asking about where they can buy this,
Well,
where they can get the test, where they can get the oily fish.
all you gotta do is reach out to Karen, reach out to me. You know, if you know Karen, make sure reach out to Karen. Karen's in Calgary. I'm coming to Calgary.
Yes.
And I'm coming to British Columbia.
Fun.
We're gonna tear it up in Canada, Karen.
Come in the summer when it's nice.
Okay, well, I'm gonna come summer. I want to do it all.
Awesome.
I mean, my kids are, like as you know, my kids are dual
Yep.
citizens, and
Mhm.
they love Canada. Their mom's from Canada. I met her in Canada. I mean, I love Canada. Canada is to me, I have nothing but love for Canada. Nothing but love. My favorite places right now would be somewhere in BC. But I have not been to Calgary, which is crazy.
I can't believe you haven't been here. The
No.
mountains are amazing.
Oh no, I'm coming. And one of our coaches who's no longer with us, rest in peace, Judy Q. Judy was amazing. And I used to always promise Judy I was going to come, and it never happened. I think about that all the time. That's why I can say it right now.
Don't let me down, Robert. You better come.
Okay, well, at least don't. I mean, stay here. I don't need you going anywhere. Okay?
Well, that's what I mean. You got to come.
And then Claudia, I got a very good friend in Canada, Claudia, who I'm trying to reach out to. Claudia would be great to work with us and help us get the word out on this product.
Awesome. Well, Claudia is actually commenting here. I don't know if that's the same Claudia, if it's a different Claudia, but she was commenting earlier. So
yeah, Claudia is good people. That's my buddy. She's awesome.
Excellent. Well, you know good people, Robert. All right. Is there any other questions before we close this out?
Let's go, people. Let's go.
Let's go for sure.
I mean,
I'm trying to think if I have any questions for you.
Well, as you think of a question, I'll share something. I was talking to my barber earlier today. And by the way, you can't, my kids are like, I'll get in the car when I take them to school. I say, I didn't comb my hair today. They go, Daddy, I can't tell. It looks the same. And I go, not to me. I was talking to my barber today, and he's very intrigued with the whole omega-3 thing, because if you're a hairstylist, right, or a barber, and you're looking at people's scalp, you can see where they have flaky scalp, which is a symptom of low levels of omega-3.
Yep.
And also, what I was telling him, and he was interested, when you're cutting people's hair, do you ever notice wax build up in their ears? He was like, yeah. I said, that's another sign that they're low in omega-3.
Oh, very interesting.
If they have a wax buildup, right? Because people clean their ears, but let's say it's like it builds up really fast, like damn. And you say, well, let's say I'm not saying your husband, but let's say it's some guy or woman. You say, hey, you got some little wax buildup in there, and they go, man, I just cleaned my ears like a week ago. You sure? Yeah. You're pretty low on omega-3, buddy. Right? So
I have had issues with earwax, so that's interesting to know.
Yep, and you will notice. So keep an eye on that, because you will notice you won't have as much buildup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I did think of a question. How young? I think we can say that the kids can take this oily fish supplement, but how young can they be to take this? Do you know?
I'm gonna say, how young does a kid need to be before they eat salmon?
Okay. Well,
that's how young.
I would think they have to chew it, but yeah.
Right, but see, this is it's a supplement, but it's a food grade supplement.
Okay.
Right, so it's not like vitamin C put into a capsule.
Right.
Or some ingredient put into a capsule. This is real food.
Yeah.
This is not a synthetic, let's create an omega-3. This is real food that comes from fish or comes from algae, infused with real food, polyphenols that come from olives. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I actually don't even like to say that it's a supplement, but it is, because you're supplementing
Yes.
what you could potentially eat.
Yeah.
Okay. Powerful. That's powerful right there.
Awesome.
Come on.
Alrighty. Okay. Any other questions?
People are like, oh, I got to watch this again. I got to.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
and
Watch
don't
it
put
again
it off.
from the beginning. From the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Robert's pretty entertaining, so I don't think you'll be bored watching this. Me on the other end, I don't know. People could listen to me for an hour, but
well,
anyway.
and all those people who are having moments where they go, oh yeah, my cousin used to live on what was that street? Shoot. Well, anyway, it'll come back to you. Okay. That's brain fog. That's cognitive challenge.
Yeah.
When a woman gets pregnant, oftentimes, as soon as they're pregnant, the doctor will encourage them to take a fish oil, because they're saying omega-3. Because when I keep saying omega-3, we're talking DHA, EPA, right? That is helping with reducing inflammation in the body and also brain health. 60% of your brain is made up of fat.
Yeah.
You want DHA in your brain.
Yeah.
And when they look at people who have dementia and Alzheimer's, guess what they're low in?
So
omega-3.
My mom has cognitive decline. I don't know if it's full on Alzheimer's, but it's serious enough. And she's had a few other health issues recently as well. And I've got her on this. So I'm really excited to see how her levels are going to change and how it's going to work for her. I mean, I'm not expecting miracles, but at the same time, I am keeping my eye on her for sure. Yeah.
Well, Leith and Leslie, they're clients of mine, husband and wife, great people. I love coaching husband and wives. She says, would you need to take this with food or on its own, or does it matter? It doesn't matter.
Good.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, there's no smell to it. There's no burp up concerns with fish. For what it's worth, Leith and Leslie, all the time you've ever known me, there is no better product that I've ever come across. There is none. I'm telling you, like, I've never seen anything like this. And they got momentum. So the company has done 103 million tests, right, since they started. So it's not a new company, but only 23,000 tests in Canada and the United States in the last 10 plus years.
Canada's wide open.
America is wide open.
That's true too. Yeah.
And when you're really helping someone, man, like what I don't get it.
Yeah.
And I know that what they're probably missing, and we're working on that, is giving it a little bit more sizzle, because people are more inclined to buy a lie than they are to buy a truth.
Sad but true.
So we need to kind of market it it's almost like it's a lie, right? Even though it's not a lie, but it needs that marketing spin, right? Because if I say, hey, I ate this and lost 10 pounds. Now, we know that's a lie.
Yeah.
But a lot of people at home is like, yeah, I'm going to get that. So we need that kind of marketing, which is the challenging part.
Yeah. I would say, I understand what you're trying to say, but I think as long as our messaging is clear, I don't know if we want to put too much of a spin on it, because to me, that just turns it into something that it's not.
Okay. I hear you.
In my opinion.
I hear you. You're making total sense. I hear you.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
That was one of the things that attracted me to Zinzino, was it felt very professional. It felt very high quality, not fad, not a flash in the pan, not just gimmicky. I wanted something that was real, with real science behind it. And that might be boring to some people, to me, it's not boring at all, but it might not grab the attention. So yeah, maybe we need to work on saying things in a way that gets people's attention. But I think we need to make sure that we are showing the true authenticity, the true foundation, the science, the reality, the truth of this, and not make it into something that it's not.
I concur. I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
And I'm
And
working.
I knew you were going that way.
Yeah, I mean, I just
Yeah.
like I'm gonna tell you, when I did my first infomercial, I had a hard time because when you look at marketing, I felt like we were missing the integrity of what we were making available.
Yeah.
And what I was told then, which I believe to this day, the goal is to get people in the tent.
Yeah.
Because we know the integrity of what we're recommending is there.
Yeah.
Right. So if someone like DW, who's been watching us have this conversation, and Claudia, and some other people, even like Leslie, if they are not going to step up and do this for themselves, we got to figure out how we can get them to do this, because $42 US for something that can change the quality of one's life.
Yeah.
What else do you need? So it could be that they look at it and go, well, it sounds too good to be true. Okay, so that means that you just doubt Karen and I. You think we're just doing this and talking about it publicly, where 4 years from now someone get this clip and go, Robert, I remember you said this about. I'm not Oprah. You're not gonna see me, changing every 10 years and promoting something like this. This is it. I have never seen anything like this. Now, if something comes around that's like this, but better somehow, okay.
Yeah.
But I ain't seen nothing like this. I ain't seen nothing like this.
Yeah. Yeah. I think what Marilyn is saying here is correct. It's education. And it's just something that we have to learn how to do better. But education is definitely a big part of this, for sure, which is why I really appreciate having you on, so that you can educate me, educate my friends, educate the people that are watching you as to the importance of omega-3 in our bodies, why we need it, why we're so sick, and why and how, I guess I should say, how we can improve that by taking an omega-3 and improving our balance. So,
well, Marilyn, who made that comment, we had a talk last night. We went to Telegram, and she is talking about her mom, who's in her 90s. Her dad, I think, is like 100 years old. And this guy eats fish every day. So I can't wait for her to test him. He fishes and he eats what he catches every day. So I can't wait to see what his levels are going to be when he does the test. But she said her mom is on the product, and already they're seeing like amazing improvements with her skin tone, the swelling with her feet.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But I could talk about it forever.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see where we're going to be 6 months from now. I'm really excited to see where things are a year from now.
Yeah.
Because it's just a matter of time for this to really take off. And it's a good time for people to be involved. And like, if someone's thinking about a side business, that's another positive thing about this, is that the same as I partnered with this company, you've partnered with it.
Yeah.
And we have a team that people can be a part of something that is going somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And we can go to sleep at night knowing we didn't lie. We didn't exaggerate.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no exaggeration. There's no lying. There's no false promises.
Yeah. There's no hype.
This is real.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine me going to some of the physicians and like cardiologists that I'm around, and I take some other company's product, and let's just say it's a protein powder or some, and I go, hey, you guys, I'm telling you, man, They would look at, I'm telling you, when
They
you're
would not take you seriously.
no, I mean, I would lose all credibility.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I have been bringing this up. We had a call today where I brought it up because in the clinicals, we have 3 big clinicals that we're getting ready to do with the Diet Free Life methodology.
Mhm.
We're doing one in Pennsylvania. Okay. We're doing one in Florida.
Nice.
And we're doing one in Tennessee. Now, these are clinical trials. We are going to use the test that we make available to people.
Mhm.
Is going to be one of the baseline measurements.
Awesome.
Yeah. Now, we're not going to be able to make the product available.
Right. Yeah.
But we're going to use the testing, which is what got Mike. Like, I want to know where I'm at.
Yeah.
And then we're going to measure these people afterward. I don't believe, and here's my little prediction, I don't believe there's going to be much change.
Yeah.
But that would mean that we actually had an evidence-based clinical trial that proves that just because you got the test without the oil and you eat better and you lose weight, that doesn't mean your numbers are going to get better.
Yep.
You see what I mean?
Yep, I do.
And then later we'll do a test where people take the oil and then you're going to see like that's the key difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, it's getting good, man.
Mic drop.
Oh, and Maryland asks, we're in Florida. So Florida right now, man, when I talk to you, Maryland, when we have a coach call, because I'm coaching Maryland, I'll tell you, but it's statewide. So we haven't signed a contract. We have a contract in Pennsylvania that's signed. We have the proposal from the state in Tennessee that will be signed soon. So I'm very confident that that's going to happen. And Florida, they offered us the opportunity to do a trial, significant trial that will take place all over the state. So I'm thankful for the proposal, and I feel really good that it's going to happen. So I'll be in Tallahassee. When you see me fly to Tallahassee, then you know that it's happening.
There we go.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, Robert. Well, I think we are done for the evening. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing about how we can improve our health and where we're at as a country, as a society, and how we can improve our health with omega-3. So thank you so much for coming on. And if anybody has any questions, if you're friends of mine and you don't know Robert, feel free to send them to me. And if I can always ask Robert these questions or get the answers somehow from him. Or if you have any questions and Robert, feel free to reach out directly to him. We are both here to help. That's where our heart is to help people with their health and just making sure that everyone is improving, which is what we really, really want to see. So
nice. Well, before we go, I'm going to give you a tip. Can I give you a tip?
Okay, absolutely. Give me a tip.
So when I take the oil in the morning, you've heard me share this. We've talked about it. I actually have shot glasses.
Yep.
I put a little water in it, half like an ounce.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take my 2 to 3 teaspoons of the oil and put it in there and I drink it. Then I'm done.
Yep.
This morning, my breakfast was cottage cheese and avocado.
Right.
Now, this is my breakfast. This has nothing to do with, no one's telling anybody to eat this. It's what I wanted this morning. It was part of my breakfast. So I had the avocado with the cottage cheese, and I normally will drizzle a little olive oil with some salt and pepper.
Yeah.
But this morning, I was like, you know what? I'm going to use the oil.
Yeah. Why not? So
I drizzled the oil on there, added my salt and pepper. Boom. It was
awesome.
Great. I didn't, it felt like olive oil. It felt there was no difference.
Yep.
So there you go.
Excellent. Good tip.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Robert.
All right. Thank you, Karen. Karen's amazing. You guys reach out to Karen. She is Canada must be proud. I'm serious. She's a good lady. It's a hard work. She's there for people. So reach out to Karen. And if you guys have any other questions, I'm available and we'll definitely be back. Right, Karen?
You bet. Definitely. I'll have you back on.
Until the next one.